Hey guys, Hot Mess Mill Mom here. Today we are doing something a little different. If you watch my videos on YouTube, and again, sorry, still have a squeaky chair, then you'll see some of my videos about the process of learning how to blog and podcast and how to manage social media and things like that. Kind of how I'm a newbie at it and, not very intelligent whenever it comes to things like hashtags and SEOs and marketing and monetization. So, one of the things that I learned and that I'm trying now is recording or vlogging, I guess it is, my podcast episodes while I record them and putting them up on YouTube, as well as, my podcast sites, the platforms where you can hear the podcast as well. So I'm not really always a big fan of being on YouTube because I don't like wearing makeup. I don't like doing my hair, and I prefer to just be natural. So it's, quite a bit of competition out there because a lot of people, get dolled up whenever they do videos, and they put forth a lot of effort into their appearance. And it's not that I don't care about my appearance. It's just that's not the kind of person I am. I spent years having to get dolled up every day for work as a bartender, that now that I don't do that, I really don't want to put on makeup all the time and do my hair perfect all the time. So that's something that I always felt like podcasting would be easier rather than videos, because you can't really see my face when you're doing a podcast. But now it's recommended to do a video of it, so we're going to try. We'll see how it goes. So for this episode, we're going to try it. Here we are for the next installment of the Hot Mess Mill Mom podcast, to make you feel normal at all times, because Lord knows I'm nowhere near it. So today I wanted to talk about something charity. It's that time of year. It's Christmas time, the season of giving, and, blah, blah, blah. Hold on, I gotta take a sip of coffee. We're at the coffee part of the day. Next it'll be tea and then wine and then repeat. Everybody gets real generous at Christmas time. They're donating toys, donating clothes, donating money, sometimes donating time. And that's great. It's wonderful to be generous, no matter what time of year it is. But for some reason, it seems to just be a big thing at Thanksgiving or Christmas. You're supposed to show how grateful you are for the things that you have and share that wealth and pay it forward to others who are in need. And that's all fine and dandy, because no matter what, those charities and organizations are still benefiting, no matter your intent, whether it be genuine or not. But why is it only at this time of year that seems to be such a huge thing? Why does it seem to be a trend at this time of year? Why can it not be a trend all year long? For some, it is. Not to toot my own horn, I volunteer at an animal rescue. And the reason I bring this up is because we've had, we see a lot of volunteers, and a lot of times they are very genuine. They come in and the organization is their number one priority. For instance, we deal with dogs and cats, but mostly dogs. So the dogs, we always say dogs got to be the number one priority. Doesn't matter if you got beef with someone, doesn't matter if there's an issue, drama, money, doesn't matter what's going on, scheduling, who cares? It doesn't fucking matter. The dogs are the number one priority. And that's the point of rescue, is what are your priorities? Why are you there? What is the purpose for being there? When that is not your purpose, then your intent is not genuine. You're not there for the right reason. You're not there to be charitable. You're there for something else. And one story that I read on the New York Times and several other sources too, this seemed to be a very popular story, was the tax brackets and forced charity. Now, whether you are on the left or you're on the right, whether you like this dude or not, it doesn't matter. It comes down to one basic thing. Elon Musk does not have to give up any money. Just like anyone else. If you pay your taxes, that's the only thing you're required to do. There are only two definites in this world: death and taxes. That's it. And some people even avoid taxes. This dude is not. He's paying his taxes. Yet, he was told that, well, basically being guilted into giving money, because if he gave $6 million, or if him and Bezos and Gates, if all these billionaires put together $6 million, they could solve world hunger. Think about that for a moment. How the hell could $6 million solve world hunger? To me, this kind of seems like the whole give a man a fish, feed him for a day, teach a man to fish, feed him for life. I believe world hunger is stemming from more than just buying a whole bunch of food. It's different world issues. There's different economic issues. There's environmental issues, political issues involved that are actually affecting world hunger. I don't think it's just, hey, let's throw some money at it and everything's going to be solved. In any case, $6 million, solve world hunger. So he said the smart thing, it's the same as, especially if you're a parent, you have kids and activities and stuff, and they say, okay, well, we need $25 for this, or $5 for this, or $50 for this. Okay, show me where the money's going, then I'll give you the money. Prove to me you need the money. Prove to me how you're going to handle the money, then I'll give you the money. So that's what Elon did. He said, prove to me that $6 million will solve it. Prove to me how the money's going to be used, and I'll do it. They didn't prove it. He's not going to do it. I don't fucking blame him. Would you do it? So now everybody's getting on to him saying, oh, well, he doesn't want to solve world hunger. Oh, he's a dipshit. Oh, he's a selfish bastard and all this shit. No, he's not. He's smart. People don't have to give to charity. A lot of people do give to charity, especially people who are rich. Keep in mind, 1, it's a tax write-off. 2, a lot of times people did it to avoid scandal. They did it to make themselves look good. They did it for a reason, and a lot of times those reasons were not genuine. Granted, there's a lot of wealthy people out there who do give to charities. They start foundations, a whole lot of different things, and it is genuine. It's really genuine. But they are the minority. The majority of them, I do believe, are done with malicious or sneaky purposes. When you do something charitable, when you do something such as volunteer or anything like that, it needs to be done with a genuine purpose. Doing something for your own self-worth, doing something to benefit yourself, or doing something to say, hey, look what I did. Oh, I'm so important. I'm so kind. I'm so nice. Bragging about it or publicizing it, things like that. It takes away from the value. Now, it doesn't take away from the value for the organization, because no matter what, they still benefited from it. If a person gives $1 million to, let's say, now I'm drawing a blank. The ASPCA. If they give $1 million to the ASPCA, even if they go around slapping it on a damn billboard, it's still going to the ASPCA, so it doesn't matter. But it makes it, I don't know how to say it. I guess it was in my head before I started recording, but now it's just kind of getting away from me. It makes it less genuine to me. It becomes more about you than it does the charity, than it does that organization, than it does that. It's just boastful. In other ways, too, if you do not get the recognition that you want and you're upset about it, that's even worse. It's you do things like this. Volunteer your time or give to charity, whether it be financially or material or time, and you do it with no expectations of anything back. That's why it's called giving and not expecting. I'm giving my time. I'm not expecting my time. I'm not expecting a return on my time. It's not the purpose of that. It's you're supposed to do it wholeheartedly. And you volunteer, you give, and you just walk away. You walk away with that sense of purpose, of knowing that you made a difference and you did something good. You helped someone, and that should be reward enough to you. Knowing that for a moment, you made the world a better place. You put kindness out into the world rather than taking from it. That should be reward enough. But for some, and we see it a lot, I've seen it a lot, that's not the case. It is not the case at all. And that is what's so fucking sad. Some petty ass people out there just, oof, petty. Oh my God. And the next worst thing is retaliation. That's something that's going on in the world constantly. Is if you don't get the result that you want. How many here, anyone, has ever written a Google review? I want to know. Please comment. Please say something. I can't trust Google reviews. Google reviews, to me, it's just people spitting out their opinion. Now, to me, it's like Karen Central. And I'm sorry to anyone who's listening who's named Karen, but I gotta use the name because it's just a reference everyone's gonna get. It's Karen Central. It is the one place where everybody can go and bitch constantly about whatever they want to, with just absolutely no recompense. They can say whatever they want, do whatever they want, try their hardest to destroy a business or an organization, no matter what, and for absolutely no fucking reason. You got beef with someone? Go on there, comment on their fucking business and give them a 1 star. Fuck it. You're gonna hurt them somehow. And people actually look to it and actually take those opinions seriously. People, you have no idea who that person is that's commenting on that business. You have no idea what these people are like, or if they're lying, if they're telling the truth. You can't trust something like that. And for people to solely base their opinion on these random bitches commenting on shit is ridiculous. You can't trust anybody's opinion. Look on things that are truthful, like the Better Business Bureau, or I don't know, Angie's List or something like that. I don't fucking know. But anyways, it's for people to solely base their opinion on what could possibly be people just being assholes is bullshit. And the fact that someone can so freely be an asshole like that is just even worse. Oh, it's terrible. Sorry, I need to take a breather for a moment. This has had me pretty pissed off this past couple of weeks. And if you know me and you are listening, then you probably understand why. But it's just it's anything. People get mad and they get angry for no reason, or because of their own personal shit. And anytime that you think or you act before thinking, there's always going to be a cause and effect. Always. And you don't see the big picture of how you're hurting others or how you're harming yourself or your reputation, possibly your family, possibly your spouse, your spouse's career. You see it so much in the military. It's so common. And a lot of people don't believe it, especially younger spouses coming in. And yeah, I'm going to give a generalization here, but anything that a military spouse does can affect their enlisted spouse, their soldier. We are an extension of our soldier. Our children are extensions of the soldier. And people just don't seem to get that until it's too late, until they shoot their mouth off on Facebook or talk shit at the PX or start a fight at the commissary or go off post and get arrested or, I don't know, start bitching at the wrong person down the street and it turns out to be a commander's wife. You know, no one ever believes that. And you can warn them until the cows come home, but they're just going to think you're fucking crazy until it bites them in the ass. Bitches be crazy. Bitches be crazy. Well, starting to move on. It's going to be a short one today, too. Obviously, it's also Friday. Had a crazy ass week. Was in the hospital over dumb shit. And so that kind of made the whole week a little wonky, you know. And the kids, today is their last day of school before holiday break. Jesus help me. Oh my God. Christmas break. Seems like it is the longest break, even though it's not. Feels like it. Because, you know, they don't go back technically until next year. Haha, dad joke. I'm going to hear that joke a whole lot from my husband this week. So let's go ahead and finish off with things you don't talk about at the dinner table. One of my favorite things now. Now, I started this last week. Again, Grandma always said, 3 things you don't talk about at the dinner table: sex, money, and politics. So let's start off with sex. Who here loves Sex and the City? I loved Sex and the City. Still have every season on DVD. It was the greatest thing I ever bought myself, other than my Buffy the Vampire Slayer DVD set. Yes, love Buffy. Woo. Well, made my day when I saw, and just like that, loved seeing that. Got so fucking excited. And then they killed Big. What the hell? What the hell? First episode. Seriously? Like, I expected clothes and excitement and shopping and all of that shit. And then first episode, he fucking dies. And now the rest of the episodes are like, oh my God, this is so fucking miserable. This is so depressing. What the hell? Like, oh my God. Anyways, money or sex-wise, Peloton is like fucked now because, he died right after getting on a Peloton, which I'm surprised Peloton was doing well anyways, because they're like the most expensive fucking bike in the world. Go to Walmart and buy an exercise bike. Go on YouTube and look up some fucking workout routine. Why anybody needs a Peloton? Honestly, if I met someone who owned a Peloton, probably also the same person who pays like $12 for a cup of coffee. Not my cup of tea. If that's who you are, I'm sorry. Might be judging a little bit. Just, really, money management. Come on. That's ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. But I kind of like Elon Musk, but I think that Teslas are absolutely ridiculous too. So, Tesla? Yeah, it is Tesla. Yeah, that's the car he makes. Money. Have you ever heard of the joke? Like, it's a kind of like a going joke. They did a Family Guy episode about it too, where the character Chris, he splats paint on a canvas, and somehow this kid's picture is worth millions of dollars because, art's for idiots or whatever, quote unquote. Well, this dude sold, so he was in this contract, and he sold 2 blank canvases to an art gallery for $84,000. Fucking ridiculous. Did it all so he could get out of this contract. Absolutely nuts. Right? Like, I could do that. I could totally do that. Who else wants to do that? Just go get some blank. I got a shit ton of blank canvases right now. We could just totally go and find this art gallery. We could just put a dot on it. We'll just put a little dot on it and say, look, this is what we created. It is my masterpiece. Look at it, admire it, and pay me a shit ton of money for it. I could make a whole bunch of money. I really could. I think we should do it. What do you think? It is Jens Henning. The art collection was called Take the Money and Run. So, if you are ever offered a piece of art by Jens Henning, don't take it, because odds are it's just going to be a blank piece of paper, and it's probably going to be expensive. Politics. Mark Meadows. I'm not delving too deep into this. Trump's previous chief of staff. Let's just say that I am so tired of hearing his name. Okay? I don't care what side you're on. I don't care if you voted for Trump. I don't care if you didn't vote for Trump. I don't care if you love Biden or if you hate Biden. I really don't give a shit what your position is. All I know is at this point in time, you have to know that what Biden's doing is just absolute bullshit. The gas prices, the Build Back Better, and what the fuck? No one's talking about Afghanistan anymore? Like, that's under the rug? People still over there, and it's just no longer on the fucking news? Why? Oh, wait. Hold on, that's right. Because everyone is talking about Mark Meadows. That is what happens with these bullshit stories. With these stories that just it does not fucking matter. It does not matter. On a scale of 1 to 10, this bullshit is at like a 2. Okay? I'll give it some credit. I won't say 1. I'll say a 2. And the whole reason they are making such a huge deal of it and putting it everywhere is because they don't want to talk about the problems that are at a 10 or a 9 or an 8. That's why they keep pushing the 2s. And it's bullshit. What the fuck happened to Afghanistan? What the fuck? Bullshit. Well, I hate to leave it on that kind of note, but unfortunately, I am out of time. So, next week is fucking Christmas. Next week, I hope to God your shopping is done. I hope to God you have gotten your turkey or your ham or your pizza, whatever you choose to eat. As seriously, at this point, I think I'm just going to make fucking pizza for Christmas dinner because I don't want to cook. After Thanksgiving, I'm done. Fuck it. Let's not do this. Who's with me? Pizza? Yeah? Yep, let's do it. Well, happy holidays. And I am out of here. I hope you all have a great weekend. We're going to be doing a lot of volunteering, extra volunteering. Not just because it's the holidays, because unfortunately we do that shit all year round. But I encourage you guys to go out, volunteer, do shit. And not just because it's Christmas. Do shit at Valentine's Day. Do shit at Easter. Do shit on the 4th of July. And for the love of God, adopt, don't shop, and spay and neuter your animals. Y'all have a good one. And a merry weekend before Christmas. And don't kill the kids!